Hello friends, today we will see static application deployment to EC2 instance. In the part 1 we have seen how to launch EC2 instance under certain categories or certain properties of launching the instances. Let's go to the AWS dashboard. So we have selected a region called as Mumbai, and inside a Mumbai region under the instances tab we have a one instance which is running. So let's go for and launching one more instance quickly for web server deployments. So I have clicked on launch instance options. So I'll give a name to this instance called as web server, and then I'll be going with the default settings. So just selecting a Ubuntu machine. Then there is a free tier eligible instance type I'll select, and key pair we have already downloaded or created a one key pair called as demo which I'll be using. Then scrolling down, so there is a security group as and when required for access to our EC2 instance. We will be changing its permission sets. And I'll go with the default option, and I'll quickly click on a launch instance. So this instance will take some time to get launched, so as it is in the running states. Once this instance gets 3x3 checks, which is called as a status checks, so after that we can connect to this instance, right? So meanwhile I'll show you files where we have our code files. So let me go to the application, and inside an applications you can see this these are the two key pairs, whereas one is called as demo, which is used for an authentications, and inside our projects we have couple of files of our HTML source code. So we want this files to move to actual our Ubuntu machine, which is called as EC2 machines. So let's keep me open this particular folder. Let me quickly see whether my machine is in the running state or not, and then I'll try to access this machine. So it will take some time, so maybe we will wait for 2 to 5 minutes so that the machine gets started. So it has got a public IP address also, you can see. So there is a private IP address also associated with, and these are all sections of my EC2 instance, including status and alarm, monitoring, security, networking, storage. Let's wait. So let me click on a connect option. Here I can see this. These are the different connect options, including EC2 instance connect. So there is SSH client. Yes, this is the command which we can use for connecting our machines, where we should have this demo.pem file. So let me copy this command. Now the first step is accessing, and after that we will be accessing the machines, and where you will be installing an Apache 2 server as a part of web server. So let me see, this machine is connected, running successfully or not. Status check is successful. Let me click on a connect option. First I'll show you how to connect from a browser. So here is the connection. Yes, now we have connected. Let's update the machine. Sudo apt update. So update is successful. Let me install Apache 2 server, which is called as a web server. Okay, let's see that Apache 2 is installed. So this is what an access to the instance. Okay, so obviously once we install an Apache server, so there is a directory called as a var, and inside of vars we have a triple W folder. Inside that we have an HTML directory. So just go to the directory using a cd command. I'll say ls. So inside an ls we have an index.html file, so we can cat this file index.html, and this is nothing but the default code of an Apache 2 server. So let's see whether this particular server is running up and running or not. Let's copy the IP address of the machine and put it inside a browser and hit the HTTP request. So there has to be a page if it is okay, called as a default page. So let's check the connections going to this machine inside a security tab. Inside a security, so there is a security group. So there is only one rule is allowed, which is called as SSH rule. Let's add one more rule which is having a connection of HTTP, okay, from anywhere, and there is one more rule called as HTTPS, because we are allowing only remote connections and my HTTP request. Okay, HTTP and HTTPS request, both the things. I'll say save it. So once I save it, I should be able to hit the page. Yes. So this is what an Apache 2 default page as it is there. So what we want, like we wanted to move certain index.html files or some of the JavaScript files to the machine, okay, as a part of deployment, so that it should run my own web applications. So now what we'll be doing, we'll be using a secure copy protocol. Okay, there is a command called, let's see, SCP. Okay, and we have to pass a key pair name for the connections and the location of existing project files and the location of your Ubuntu machines where you will be pushing out the file. The first will push out the files to Ubuntu home directory, and then after that we'll be copying those files to actual HTML directory, so that there has to be HTML page should up and running, right? So let's go with the thing. So let's go to the server. Here is the server. Okay, now this is my console connect. So I'll end up this session, or I'll just keep this session open. So I'll connect using an SCP protocol or an SSH. So let me go with that. So I'll go to the terminal part. So let me go to the terminal section. Okay, so I'm on the terminal. I hope you can see the terminal properly. Okay, so this is what I'm on this directories. So I'll go to the desktop directory in which my application folder is there, and where my demo file is also there, PEM file. So I'll say ls. So there are a lot of folders, so I'll go to the folder called as application, and inside an applications I have a demo.pem file as well as the project file as well. So what I'll do, I'll use this demo.pem file from this location. Okay, so using a command called as scp-i. Okay, so then there is a demo.pem file. Okay, and then the location of the project files from which I'll have to move those files. So I'll go to the application folder in which I'll go to the info section, and I'll get the path of this location. So this is the location which I'll copy. Okay, so desktop, then it is under application. Okay, and inside an applications I have the code actually, right? And I'll say there are files dot I'll say index.html. let's see, index.html file. Okay, this is the file which I wanted to move. Okay, let me. Okay, so then the location of the machine, which is with the help of this command. So location of the machine, like username of the machine. Okay, continuing with, so there is a, let's see, terminals in which we have specified the directory location of the project file, that is index.html, and then there is a destination machine. So destination machine is what you have to specify a username as well as an IP address and the particular directory on this machine. So let me go to the machine.